Nation of Fit and Tan, it is day 22, and I sent your numbers to you early this morning, so you should all have them. And in that email, a reminder to you, there is a link for you to send me your feedback, so make sure you do that. Make sure you send me your feedback, because a lot of you are not sending me your feedback. There's still like 2/3 of you, or close to 2/3 of you, that don't send me your feedback. So I will start naming you if you don't send me your feedback. And I know I'm going to send out a personal email too. Because I don't know, maybe you guys don't watch these videos, I'm not sure. But send me your feedback. This is really important because I'm able to answer your questions. This is obviously, most importantly, a point of accountability to you, but I can answer your questions. I can, hopefully help you with things you're struggling with. And it also allows you to mention some things that maybe you'll improve, some things that maybe you should improve upon, that you know you need to improve upon. And speaking of which, when you do give me your feedback about things that you want to improve upon, give me something specific, okay? Something specific. So, for example, let's just say you're supposed to have 120 grams of protein per day, and maybe you're averaging 80 per day, and then you're going to tell me next week, every day, I'm going to make sure I get 95 grams of protein, okay? So you're improving on something. Maybe you're not quite getting there, but you're improving on it, and you are accountable to something specific. You have a specific goal. If you just say, I'm going to be better with my diet, or I'm going to plan better, or I'm going to work harder, these are things you cannot substantiate, okay? Really? So you need something specific to be accountable to. Okay. Let's talk, or let me get back to some of your feedback, which, by the way, I haven't really done over the last 2 days because I've been talking about some other things. So I won't touch supplements today. I'm gonna head right into your feedback. So here we go. Name something specific you can improve on for the following week. Well, I consciously increased non-exercise activity and played sports. I need to better plan when to do each interval cardio session. Yes, you have to plan these things out. I've told you guys from the get-go, you've got to plan things out. You can't wing it. You've got to prioritize. Put these things in your calendar as rocks. I say rocks because, well, I should say big rocks. You've got to think about these things as immovable. They are there. You have to do it, and just make it a priority, okay? Make time for it. Well, making time for something just means making it a priority. You've got to prioritize, okay? My suggestion is look at your calendar for the week, find that half an hour where you know that it's going to be comfortable for you or convenient for you to do it. Put it in there and just get it done. If you're really busy, make time, put it in, get up half an hour earlier. That's literally really all you have to do. Okay, name something specific you need help with. Relying too heavily on protein shakes and still struggling to hit calories daily. Any thoughts? All right, I'm not sure if you're struggling because you're full, but my guess is you're struggling because you're not preparing. That's my guess. I'm going to go along with that. So what you want to do is make sure you pre-plan your protein sources, especially animal flesh, because it's, if you always got to make it when you need it, it becomes a hassle. So bulk make your meats, okay, your fish, your meats. If you want something, something that's going to be a little bit more convenient, things like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, even egg and egg whites. I say egg and egg whites because you can't have too many eggs, you're just going to get too much fat. So these are the things that, you can have. Protein bars too, there are certain ones which I still have to talk about. I did actually mention a couple of them in a video or two ago. But of course we want to talk about real whole food here, right? So when we're talking about real sources of complete protein, plain yogurt, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, egg whites, and your animal fleshes, right? So chicken, steak, ground bison, ground beef. I love ground bison and ground beef. Salmon, you can do white fish, you can do shellfish. Okay, if you want to get a little more extravagant. I don't really know if it's extravagant, but it's not something I typically make. I'm not a huge seafood person, but you could do that. You could do shrimp, or you can do whatever, one of these smaller type fish. Okay. All right. Anything else I want to say on that? I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. I had something in my mind. Yeah, the protein shakes are fine, but do one or two. And my suggestion is don't just drink a protein shake. Put some other foods into it. So I like to put in, some yogurt into my shakes, some fruit, possibly some nut butter, this type of thing. I typically do, one of my favorites is putting in banana and pineapple and Greek yogurt, and then I add in some vanilla protein powder. It's super, super delicious with some almond milk. Really, really good shake. I think it's in your booklet, by the way. But again, this is just planning, and I know it doesn't sound sexy and it doesn't give you something right away that you can just grab onto and make your life easy. Although it will make your life easier, you just have to plan it out. Plan out your meals and make your meals tasty. It doesn't take much. When you're cooking meats, onion can make a world of a difference, right? Some onion and garlic, this type of thing. Just even getting the right spices or condiments to go on top, okay? Is there anything you'd like me to cover this week's video series? Usually, they are more nutrition focused, but some advice on care. Okay, so you're talking about my videos being more nutrition focused. Okay, yeah. Sorry, just thinking here. But some advice on care between sessions to aid recovery. Stretching would be interesting. Okay. Okay, so stretching this is a bit of a misnomer. Stretching does not magically, stretching the muscle out does not make it recuperate better. Stretching will alleviate some tightness. It will not alleviate soreness. When you create micro damage to the muscle, the tissue just has to go through a physical process of repairing, and that requires the right nutrition. Supplements can make a difference, and I'll mention 2 in a sec. 3 really. And sleep. And again, I know you're like, it might not sound like it's not what you want to hear. You want something more magical, but that's really what it takes. And believe me, because I've had enough soreness in my life. Stretching will help to make you less tight. It will not help with soreness. Something that may help with soreness or help with the recovery process is doing something that brings blood flow to the muscle that's not super intense. So for example, if you have sore legs, or riding the bike easily, getting blood flow. Why blood flow? Because blood flow to the muscle, that's what brings more nutrients to the muscle. The nutrients that we have is in our bloodstream. Okay, in terms of that, our bloodstream is our feeding system. Our cardiovascular system is our feeding system. So doing something where you're getting more blood flow to a muscle will help with the recovery. Okay, so, but stretching is not really going to help. You can do periods of hot and cold on a muscle. That will probably help with the recovery, because that's going to help to bring blood flow in. Bring it in, take it away, bring it in, take it away. So periods of a heating pad and then some ice and back and forth. But when it comes to stretching, this is not a recovery thing. This is not just, And why sleep? Well, sleep is just a period where we release more growth hormone. The body is fully relaxed. And, the different sleep cycles help us to actually go through that recuperative process. Okay, 9 minutes. Let's get the message of the day. I'm trying to get these videos under 10 minutes. And last couple days have not been good at that. So let's get the message of the day. You cannot fast track weight loss. You cannot, let me reread that. You can fast track weight loss. You cannot fast track fat loss. Okay, and I think I mentioned this to you guys before. In a week, you can lose 10 pounds or 12 pounds. You're not going to lose 10 or 12 pounds of fat. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, chewing through actual fat tissue requires a lot of processes in the body. It's not like excreting water, or certainly not like cutting off an arm or something like that. In order for you to lose fat, you need to put the time in with the effort, the consistent effort, the consistency with the diet and the lifestyle measures. And the longer, I should say, the more lifestyle based that it is, the less extreme it has to be, unless you've got some, I don't know, short-term goal, very short-term goal. But for most people, well, actually most people, it usually is a wedding, or it's some sort of function that they're getting ready for, so they want to look good for that function. But really what it is it should be lifestyle based to get you at least close to where you want to be. And then maybe when that thing rolls around, you can just step things up a little bit and, quote, for lack of better words, dial yourself in for that event. Okay, but really what it boils down to is long-term, reasonable, consistent. This is how you will get and keep fat off. You cannot fast track fat loss. You can fast track weight loss, but that's not what you want. I know that's not what you want. When you look at these celebrities or other people, they're not doing that. They're not doing some magic trick. They have a lifestyle based, more than likely, they have a lifestyle based system that they follow. Okay? You are just a reflection of your past, right? Remember that. Okay, positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I'll talk to you all very soon. See you guys.